A very good afternoon to class 6th. In yesterday's lecture, I told you about how to use the variables in a formula. Right? What are the variables? What is coefficient and what is constant? Right? And about the properties related to whole numbers. This we have discussed in the previous lecture. Now, today we will do the exercise 11.2. Right, today we will do our exercise 11.2. Date is 29 October 2020. In this exercise, you will learn how to use the variables in the formula. So, the first question is, write a formula relating to the given variables. Right? These are the variables given. The first one is loss. For loss, the word used here L. Cost price C and selling price S. Right? So, we know that the formula of loss is cost price minus selling price, right? And we have to write as the variable, so it is L equals to C minus S. These are the variables. They contain some value, right? Now, B part. Perimeter of a regular pentagon is P. In this, here perimeter is given, that is P. And perimeter is what? Perimeter equals to sum of all sides, and here it is given that side of a regular pentagon equals to S. It means all sides are equal. So formula of perimeter equals to P 5 multiply S. For square, we are using 4 multiply S, because if you write 5 times S plus S plus S plus S plus S, right, then better than this we will write 5 multiply S. Clear? For this P depends on S and 5 is here constant, right? Now, key to part is, in each of the following cases, write the formula to relate the given variables. First is perimeter of a rhombus equals to P and side of a rhombus equals to A. After this, in bracket, a rhombus is a figure with 4 equal sides. So in this, 4 sides are equal. So for this, what will be the perimeter? P equals to 4 multiply with S, right? 4 number of sides, and A is given here at the place of side. A is given here, side of a rhombus equals to A. After this, B part, profit P, cost price C and selling price S. So formula of profit equals to selling price minus cost price, right? So P equals to S minus C. These two parts clear to everyone? Now, the key 3, rewrite the following properties of a number. Now, we have to write down the properties which we have discussed yesterday's, the properties of whole number, like associative, distributive, right? So, The first one is the sum of a number and 0 is the number itself. So express this property using variable a for the number. In this, for number we use a, right? So you can write it like this. A part, number equals to a as the property, the sum of a number and 0 means number plus 0 equals to the number, right? Is the number itself. So clear? Now the B part, the product of a number and 1 is the number itself. It simply means when you multiply a number with 1, the product is always the number itself, right? The product of a number and 1 is the number itself. Express this property using a variable a for the number. It means here you can't use another variable at the place of number because it is already given that number equals to a. Now C part, when a number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. So express this property using a variable a for the number. So in this, the variable a, so when you divide a by a, the quotient is 1, right? Clear all the properties? So this is your K3 part where you have to write all the properties of a number, and at the place of number variable is given a. Clear? Now the S1. Use the following for finding the perimeter of a square and rectangle to complete the following table. Now before starting finding the perimeter, see about square and triangle. This figure is of square, all sides are equal, and this is a rectangle in which opposite sides are equal, right? In this all sides are equal, in this opposite are equal. This is the breadth, this one is the length, right? So in this all are equal, so you can write side, 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 side. Now the formula of perimeter. Perimeter means sum of all sides. So here it is 4 multiply side. We describe it in the chapter of perimeter and area. Now in this rectangle it becomes 2 multiply length plus breadth, right? So the table is like this. The S1, first is shape, after shape length, breadth and perimeter. So first two shapes are square, square, rectangle and rectangle. At the place of square, first one is 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter. So formula of square, 4 multiply side, it means 4 multiply 3. That is 4 3s are 12 centimeter. Clear? Next, B part, here it is given 12 centimeter. Perimeter given है यहाँ पे. So देखो perimeter means perimeter equals to 4 multiply side. Value is given at the place of perimeter. So this become as it is. This 4 is in multiplication. When we take it this side, it comes in division. So it equals to 4 3s are 3 centimeter. Right? Now the main topic is, in this table length and breadth are separate given. Now where you will put this 3 centimeter? So students, in square all sides are equal, right? So it means the length is also same and breadth is also same. Clear? See, this is the board. In this board, this is the length of the board. This is the length of the board and this one is its breadth. Clear? This length and this one is the its breadth. After that, it is given rectangle 8 centimeter, 12 centimeter. Now for rectangle, the perimeter equals to 2 multiply length plus breadth, right? So 2 multiply 8 plus 12, that is 2 multiply 20 and it is equals to 40 centimeter, right? After that, the next one, length 200 meter and perimeter is 2600 meter. You have to find the breadth. So in this, how we will find? Perimeter formula is equals to 2 multiply length plus breadth. Right? Now the value of perimeter 2600, 2 multiply length 200 plus, at the place of breadth we will write B. This 2 is here in multiply, so I will take it this side and it equals to 200 plus B. Now this is 1300 equals to 200 plus B. This side, this 200 in plus, so I will take this 1300 minus 200 and it is equals to 1100 equals to B. So the value of breadth is 1100 meter. Clear these? After this, the next question S2 is, use the distributive property to find the product of 99 and 27. So before that you have to, what is the distributive property? We have to use the distributive property and find the product of 99 and 27. So in distributive property, under addition, we have learned like this: A multiply B plus C equals to A multiply B plus A multiply C, right? So in this 99, I can see this is of addition. One more, that is of subtraction, that is A multiply B minus C. How we will do it? A multiply B minus A multiply C, right? These are the two properties of distributive. First one is of addition and second of subtraction. Now it's on up to you. I will do these questions with both of the property and you will choose by which property you would like to do it. So first is with addition. 99. So I can write it with 20 plus 7, right? So this will goes like 99 multiply 20 plus 99 multiply with 7. Right? Now you will multiply and find the answer. This with addition. Now with subtraction. I can write 99 like 100 minus 1. Right? And multiply with 27. So 27 multiply with 100 minus 27 multiply with 1. Right? See, distributive property is the easiest way to multiply the large number with easy. With the help of distributive property, you can easily multiply the large numbers. So this is clear to everyone. So for this question, this is the best way with using the distributive under subtraction. See, this become 2700 and minus 27. With the subtraction of this, you will get the answer. Clear? And this, from both the side, your answer will be 2673. Now, come to the next question, S3. Again, this question is write the formula for the following statement. Means in this question also. So now, first is area A of a rectangle is equal to the product of its length L and breadth B. It means in this, you know the formula of area of rectangle? For that, for area, you have to use A, for length L, and for breadth B. Right? So this will be A equals to L multiply B. Now, the B part. Sum S of the first n natural number is equal to the product of n and its successor divided by 2. So in this statement, see, the sum of the first natural number, right? It means it is given here S. B part, here sum S that is given. After that is equal to the product of n and its successor. So first line means sum equals to n multiply with its successor. Successor means plus 1. So n plus 1. Right? Its successor divided by 2. So it means the successor will divided by 2. Clear this? One more time, look at this. Sum S of the first n natural number, right? S equals to the product of n and its successor divided by 2, right? So successor of n plus 1 divided by 2. Now C part. Volume of a cuboid means V is equal to the product of its length L, breadth B and height H. So simply its formula is V equals to L multiply B multiply H. Right? Now the A1 part is the cost of a bag is rupees 1250. So in this, cost of one bag is given. So write an expression for the cost of n such bags. Now for this, see, you can write like this also, that cost of one bag, how much? Rupees 1250. They are asking for cost of n bags. So it simply means n multiply rupees 1250. Clear? After this, using expression calculate the cost of 4 such bags. What we have to find? Cost of 4 bags. It means place of n, what come? 4. Now 4 multiply with rupees 1250. Multiply and find the amount, which is the cost of 4 bags. So clear? So first one is the expression for number of n bags, this one, and the cost right here. Clear? Now the A2. From the given data, find the relationship between the distance covered and the time taken. Using the relationship, find the time required to cover a distance of 100 km. So, first 0 distance, 0 time. 1 hour 20 km. 1 hour 20 km. 2 hour 40 km. 3 hour 60 km. Right? So, if you seen it properly, see, 20 ones are 20, 22s are 40, 23s are 60. So can we write the expression 20n, or you can write like this, 20 multiply with n. N means number of hours, right? Here n means number of hours. After that, to cover the distance of 5 km, it means 20 multiply n. Time required we have to find. So this will be equals to 100 km. And here this 20 in multiplication. So when it changes the side, it goes in division. 0 to 5s are 10. So 5 hours. So how much time it required to cover the distance of 100 km? 5 hours. And expression is 20 multiply n. Now A3. A room is in the shape of cuboid whose length is L, width is W, and height is H. So use the result found in the question S3 A part to find the expression for the total area of all the 4 walls of a room. So we have to use the S3A part. In this, the formula is A equals to length multiply breadth, right? With the help of this formula, you have to solve this question and the next one pyramid also. So these two questions you have to do yourself, and we will discuss these two questions in the next lecture, right? I hope till here the exercise 11.2 is clear to everyone. If any one of you have any problem, you can comment and ask. And for the next lecture, firstly we will discuss these two questions, and after that we will start our new topic, which is about power, right? So power, that word is very important in the variables. Clear, students?